I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise. And that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And some room to run now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action now. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, Trubisky flush to his right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky dancing to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Olszewski now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Boswell's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Durant. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Durant. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A 3rd field goal in the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember,
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Bridgewater now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. But he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They run the counter. Durant. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so... It got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gesicki, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Olszewski now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Play action. Now Trubisky. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now it's Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Back now in Miami. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Durant. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 now. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out of bounds.
Good job, fellas, good job.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Time to go to work. Let's
Mitchell
go.
Trubisky. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And this one is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Watch 23, watch 23. Hey, we got tight right.
Now Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, get in there, get what you want.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Bridgewater to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time in the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to... And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Who wants some?
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Dolphins 31. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.